Have you ever made homemade cheesy puffs with only 3 ingredients? Well, you're in for a treat. So this is a super simple recipe. I got my food scale, I got my blender, and I'm gonna toss in 12 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese. And look now, don't be cheap and buy some of that nappy tasting cheese. Obviously this is gonna have a huge impact on your final flavor. Next we want 4 ounces of cottage cheese. Now this is very important for texture, but it also adds some extra protein. And I'll finish this off with 6 ounces of whole milk and then blend until smooth. You'll most likely have to stop and scrape down your sides just like I did here. My absolute favorite way to make bites is with mini silicone muffin trays. My wife and daughter really like for these cheesy bites to be on the firmer side, so my batter is thicker than most of the bites that I make. Generally, the thicker your batter, the more firmer the bite's gonna be, the more liquid the batter, and the more fluffy the bite is gonna be. But for the sake of this video, I prepared a second mixture, same exact recipe, just double the milk, and we're gonna see just how fluffy we can get these bites. You can definitely see a color difference. The ones with more milk or a lighter color. All of my trays are metal reinforced, so I can pick them right up, place them in my freezer, and pre-freeze them overnight. The next morning, they pop right out of them trays. I have my trays loaded up with 60 bites per tray. I got it loaded down with a lot of different goodies, so that's gonna affect the dry time. I'm expecting about 48 hours. So it took these babies 52 hours, but I had my freeze dryer so loaded down with my cucumber mint bites, and they have a lot of water in them, that really slowed the drying time. I think these by themselves would have dried a lot quicker. Now that they're dried, we can really see the color difference between the strong cheddar and those that I diluted with extra milk. But let's cut a couple open and see if there's a visual difference in the texture. This is gonna be the strong cheddar. This one should be firmer. And here we have that that's diluted. Oh yeah, I can feel the difference. So the strong cheddar is definitely a little firmer, and that's exactly what my girls like. That's why I make them that way. These that I diluted, they're definitely gonna be a little more airy, but let's see how they taste. I'm gonna start with that original recipe first. These are my wife's favorite freeze-dried snack, by the way. I'm telling you, they're just so delicious. They have that strong cheddar flavor to them. They're firmer than most bites that I make, so they hold together very well, but they're still fluffy enough and puffy enough that they're very comparable to those store-bought ones. But let me go ahead and tell you, they're gonna put anything you buy from the store to shame. Absolutely delicious. So let's try those with extra milk. I've never made any like this, so I don't know how they're gonna be. I think I like that texture better. They're definitely more fluffy, but they do not have that strong cheddar flavor like the other ones. They're definitely diluted, but I kid you not, I've still put it up against anything store-bought. So 3 simple ingredients and a good amount of protein, you just can't beat it. If you freeze dry, you absolutely have to give these a try. I promise you're not gonna be disappointed. Or if you're just looking to get started, these are currently on sale.